We've been mentioning Nelson Phillips' name a lot. He ends up in this game with some big shots down the stretch. Phillips ends up with 22 points, and let's see if we can get Aamer in here and get him in the camera shot as well. Nelson joins us as well. So we'll talk with both of you at the same time. First of all, let's talk with Aamer. First of all, Nelson, about the shot that tied it, the three-pointer down there. Earlier in the year, when you were struggling with your confidence, maybe you weren't as confident. You look like a confident shooter out there with that one.
Yeah, of course. It's a lot of about me mature. Sometimes I get frustrated real bad, and then it'd be hard for me to focus on the court when I get back in. But I feel like I've been working on it, so it's just part of the process, and I bounced back pretty good. And I knew I could make the shot.
Right.
Yeah, I'm confident, but sometimes you be more confident than what you know what I'm saying, what you normally be. And that was just one of the moments where I just knew I was in the zone. So
yeah, and defensively as well. We've been impressed with how much you've been flying around. The points have been coming,
right,
but boy, the defense has been constant with you, Nelson.
Yeah, of course. Coach preached it all the time. So he said, as long as you flying around, you're gonna stay on the court. That goes for everybody. So.
Yeah, and you've been taking advantage. Give us an idea of just how important this win was for this team at this time of the year.
It was very important because Coach told us before the game. Was it before the game or halftime? Before. It was before the game. He told us we was in the same position. Well, they was in the same position last year with 4 wins, and they lost to a team that was 7-14,
right.
And he just didn't want to repeat of that, and he preached we can't let nobody come in, slip up and get one. So
Aamer Muhammad, with 1:17 to go, you hit the three-pointer after Nelson tied it. You hit the three-pointer that gave you the 3-point lead. I thought it was a great drive by Spud to free you up, and a great screen by Zay up at the top. You'll get credit for the shot, but there's a lot that went into that, Aamer.
Yeah. First and foremost, I would just like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing us to participate in this game. We give all glory to Him tonight, and I just thank you for that. But Coach. We go to the timeout, Coach draws up a play to get me open, and a great drive by Spud because we know he's a good driver. He was going to draw too, and then Zay set a great screen, got me open, and then from there it was bottoms. It was bottoms.
Number net. Yeah. Number net.
So. Defensively, it was a war out there, Aamer. Your reputation is as a shooter, as a scorer, take big shots.
Yes, sir.
But you had to chest up those guys all night long.
Yeah, I'm surprised they let a lot go. It was a lot of physicality bringing up the ball, but I just do my job. Playing for Coach Cross. It's just heat. So I just try to do my best tonight and just keep the heat on the ball.
Talk about the physicality, Nelson.
It was a lot. It was a lot of banging. I feel like the reason the game was so close really because our turnovers.
Yeah. For sure.
We gave too many second chance, shots, and we just gave them too easy layups, transition layups. It was really just full court scoring. What we could prevent, which is the turnover. So
right.
Yeah, but it was most definitely a physical game though.
There's no doubt.
Yeah. So it was real physical. A lot was getting look past, but a lot was getting called also. I feel like it was fairly even, though.
I do, too, as well. The physicality was there both ways for you. Now let's talk a little bit about going to Marshall. They're always really good at home. They're a talented team, but Aamer, they got to play the Trojans now on a 4-game winning streak.
I don't think the Herd have experienced a ball pressure that we're about to put on them on Saturday. So hopefully we can just carry this in and go in there and shock Marshall. So.
For sure. I think the same thing. We for sure coming. It's that time of year.
Yeah.
It's going down to the wire right now. We got a lot to prove, and we just here to play for each other.
Well, whatever happens, they're going to get the Trojans' best on Saturday. Good luck with it. Congratulations, fellas.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And thanks very much for being on with us. That's Nelson Phillips, and Aamer Muhammad hit 2 big shots. Well, hit a lot of them, but 2 down the stretch to help give Troy the 67-62 win over